With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready?
Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. They're going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a first and 10 all the way across midfield. Achane on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Go ahead. Out.
Play action. Now it's Tua out to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff to Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Over on downs. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Tua going to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their...
He's got a man, complete! And out across midfield, down to the 45. Jackson to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking with the overall essence of the running game.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. In motion left, Bateman. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
No, we changed it.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rolling. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Odafe Owe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa looking to throw it.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
They've got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
96 yards.
and the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Ravens 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
180. Go. Hey, middle. 180. Right shot. Go ahead. Go. Sit up.
Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
To throw is Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw is Tua. On the move to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. That is caught, Bateman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yo. Middle. You. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Throwing, Jackson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts
as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the look.
Change it.
Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One last shot for Jackson.
This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.